take your arms out or down, whatever you'd like. Bring your arms behind you and squeeze in your shoulder blades. And now lift your chest, look up to the sky, and put a little smile on your face. Leave the length in your spine, and as you exhale, bring your hands back to the front. Now we're going to do it again so that you can see the difference, and we're going to use our hands all the way to the side. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. We're going to bring our hands in front and inhale. As your arms come out and part, you're going to bring them behind you as far as you can. Lace your fingers opposite the way you normally do, and then bring your elbows in toward each other. And as you do that, you'll feel the front of your body opening up. Lift your arms up. Lift the front of your body. Look up. Sip in some breath. Sustain that breath in your body. Keep the length, and as you exhale, slowly bring your arms back. Gaze is slightly forward or looking at the hands, and when the palms touch is when the breath is completely out of your body. Again, breathe in. Find your hand lacing opposite the way you normally do. Squeeze in the shoulders, feel the front of your body opening. Take a long breath in. And release with the exhale. Long and slow, even and soft. And we'll do one more. Breathe in. Again, we're lacing the fingers opposite the way we normally do. Remember, that opens up new neural pathways whenever you change habits in the body. So lift up, long body. Exhale, close your eyes. Bring your hands back to your heart. Take a moment with your eyes closed, just notice how you're feeling. Usually within 3 or 4 breaths, you can change how you feel by changing how you breathe. The key to a long breath is the goal of it is to help to kick in that parasympathetic nervous system. That's the calming side of our body. There's a few ways to do that. Winter's here. It's going to be a crazy one. So let's take a minute to review alternative nostril. We are only doing 4 on both sides. And the reason that we're only doing 4 is for you to recognize how quick you can change how you feel by changing how you breathe. So we'll be closing off 1 nostril at a time. Remember, if you have a clogged side, that's normal. It's completely relevant to what part of your brain is active at the moment. And they switch back and forth throughout the day. So if you're feeling a little anxious or a little run down, or like you want some more energy, or you have too much anxiety or tension, do a little quick check. And if one side feels clogged during the day, try to move your breath through it to open it up. And it makes a difference in how you're feeling. Start with your index finger and thumb. Close off your left nostril. We're going to breathe long and slow through the right. So remember, as you breathe in, you're lifting up the body. We're going to keep our body tall. Inhale. Feel the whole body swelling with breath. Sustain it in your body. Imagine it playing through your cells and tissues. Close off the right nostril. Exhale long and slow through the left. Breathe in again through the right. If your breath isn't as long as mine, that's okay. Practice sustaining it. Close off the right, exhale to the left. Remember, dis-ease cannot live in an oxygenated environment. So we want to keep more oxygen in the body. Inhale. Close off the right, exhale to the left. Now breathe in again through the left side. Inhale. Close off the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the left. Close off the left, exhale through the right. Fully empty the breath. Feel your abdomen kissing your vertebrae. Just imagine they are. Again, breathe in through the left. Close off the left, exhale through the right. If you feel like you want to do one more on that side, that's perfectly fine. Otherwise, just bring your hands to your lap. Take a few normal breaths with your eyes closed. Keep in mind, alternative nostril breathing is all about balancing out the mind and the body. When we get caught up in our brain, that's when things start going crazy. And the key to meditation is turning the brain off. That was what the yogis understood, was how to take themselves into a state of meditation. So just remember that yoga was never intended to be an exercise class. It was intended to take you from your outer world to your inner world and to wring the body out and get rid of any dis-ease so you could sit for a longer period of time and meditate. So I'm going to move back and we're going to do lifting the clouds and some other great things, focusing on the kidneys today because it's winter and kidneys hold the qualities of fear, but also of some gratitude. We want to be gratitude for ourselves. So thank you for being here today. So let's sit, lace the fingers, turn the palms out, lift up into the sky, push high up through the heel of your hands. Again, tilt your chin up as you like. Part your hands, just as you did before. You're going to keep the length in your spine. Connect the sky to the earth, like you're making a big golden halo around you. I'm going to do two more. Inhale. Simply by lengthening the breath, you can gain a lot of benefit to calming the mind. Tall body. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. Press up into the sky. Ease off. Exhale. Now we're working on warming up the spine. So we're going to do spinal cord breathing, and we'll do some rounds around the hips. So your options are to bring the arms back. Remember, our goal is to squeeze in the shoulders so you feel the front of your body opening. The more you keep the front of the body open, the better the oxygen quality in the lungs. And then as you exhale, press the spine back like you're pushing it out of your body and bring your elbows together, chin to chest. If you have sore chest area because of surgery, you can slide your hands up and down your legs and just practice squeezing the shoulder blades in as much as you can. So let's go. Inhale, smile into the sky. The smile is an important part of the practice. Exhale, chin in, elbows touch. Inhale, squeeze, look up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Good. Again, bring your hands to your legs. And we're going to roll around. So I want you to imagine you have no bones in your body whatsoever. So you're going to lean back and then over to the side and take the top shoulder and dip it toward your knee on the exhale. And then slide from one knee to the other. Leaning out, chin to chest. Exhale. Take a breath in. Exhale as you tilt the shoulder over the knee and just pause there for a moment this time. With every exhale, feel your muscles release. You're not trying to force anything today. Slide across on the inhale, and then exhale, tilt the shoulder toward the knee. If your mind is going crazy, breathe those thoughts out of your mind. Lean out, chin in as you press the spine back. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale, tilt the shoulder toward the knee. Breathe in, slide across, exhale. Lean out to the side and back. And now we're going to reverse. Tilt the chin or the shoulder toward the knee. Exhale. Inhale. Shoulder toward knee with the exhale. Lean back on the inhale. Exhale. Breathe in as you slide across. Exhale as you tilt the shoulder toward the knee. And come all the way back to center. Take a moment. Let's do a little side to side stretch. And again, our goal is to bring oxygen into the organs and stimulate digestion. So use your fingertips so you don't sink into the side of your body. Bring your arm out to the side. So lift your right arm. Turn your palm up. Inhale, lift your right arm up as high as you can. See if you can feel the stretch down in the lower part of your hip. So high, like someone's pulling your arm up. Using your fingertips, you're going to bring your arm behind your ear and keep reaching up through that top arm. So you're not sinking down. This is there for balance. This upper arm is very actively leaning out. Come out as far as you can. And then sink your right hip back toward the floor. If you feel the sitting bone up off the ground, bring both sitting bones to the ground. Top arm is active. Head's going to relax toward the shoulder now. Now tilt your head up. Peek up to the sky. And if you see that your arm is all the way forward, maybe you need to lift up and don't worry about going over so far. Keep your arm behind your ear so you get a longer stretch to the side of the body. That's more important than how far you go over. There's no prize for how far you stretch. So focus on keeping both sitting bones on the ground and the arm behind the ear. Upper arm is stretching out. One more good healthy stretch. And then relax that upper arm. Again, let your head sink. Take 2 long exhales. And opening your eyes, follow your hand back into the sky. Bring your arm in line with your shoulder. And turn your palm back to the earth as you exhale. Good. Now we're going to do the other side. So bring your left arm out, palm to the sky. Breathe in, reach up. So feel the stretch and notice how this side's going to feel different. Use those fingertips so you don't sink into your wrist. Guide the body out to the side. Arm behind the ear. Slowly lean out. Close your eyes so you're not worrying about how far you go. Your mind is in your body and you're noticing how this side feels different than the other. Once you're out as far as you can go, bring your mind down to both sitting bones. Connect both of them to the earth. Tilt your head up, stretch through that upper arm. Feel the length from your elbow through the shoulder and down to the hip. Look up. Again, roll that arm behind the ear. Stretch a little more through the upper arm so it's an active stretch. Now sink the upper arm so it's just empty. The head's going to lean toward the shoulder. And the sitting bones, again, sink down toward the floor. Breathe in, bring your hand back to the sky. Follow your arm in line with your shoulder. Turn the palm back to the earth as you exhale. Let's do one more on each side. So lifting your right arm, palm to the sky. Breathe in, reach up. And again, if it's painful, you can just do a modification, whatever's going to work for you. Lean out to the side. Be sure that you feel that sitting bones staying on the ground. So if it lifts up a little bit, press it back toward the earth. Reach out, roll the elbow back behind the ear, let the head sink down. Inhale, bring the hand back up. Follow the arm in line with your shoulder. Turn the palm back to the earth with your exhale. Great. We'll do one more on the other side. So left arm comes out, palm to the sky. Reach up long through the body. Slide your fingertips out. Close your eyes, check in with your face. Make sure you're not gritting your teeth. Keep the face soft. And as you lean out to the side, press that hip back toward the earth. Let your head sink. Stretch a little further. Relax your upper arm. Now, breathing in, lift the arm back to the sky. Looking at your hand, follow it in line with your shoulder. Turn it back to the earth with the exhale. Now we're going to do a spinal twist. So keep in mind that if you have weak lower back muscles, and you're sinking back, that's when the blocks come in handy. Because if you are one with a lower back issue, sitting up, again, it curls the pelvis forward. So it allows you to have the shoulders over the hips. So even if you're doing a twist, keeping those hips above the knees will help keep the pelvis forward. So try it if you have a block. If you have a 5-pound bag of sugar that you can wrap in a bunch of saran wrap in a Ziploc bag, that will work too. Maybe you have a hard roll pillow. Okay, so what we're going to do now is spinal twist. As I mentioned, you have two options. Start with your left leg out. We're going to do it both ways. We're going to repeat it twice. So we're going to cross your right leg over the left. Your left arm's going to come in front of or behind your knee, just whatever's right for your body. Your other hand's going to come back near your tailbone. Lift up the spine with the hand. Use your knuckles or fingertips if you have wrist issues. Take a long breath in, lift your chin, and as you twist, look over your right shoulder. Make sure the right shoulder isn't up, but it's down. Spine is tall, the shoulder's down. Now close your eyes, and as you twist, see if you can feel it in the lower part of your abdomen. With every exhale, let your body twist a little deeper. Come back and align your spine. Extend the right leg. Bring the left leg over the right. Bring your right arm across your body. Left hand is close to the body, not out here. We want to keep it close. So if you think about the structure of a building, stronger when it's more condensed. Tall spine. Chin is parallel to the floor. Twist looking over your shoulder. Keep both sitting bones on the ground. Breathe long and slow, even and soft. Easy off, come back, align your spine. We're going to repeat. The right leg is going to come over the left. You can leave the left leg extended. If you want to fold the bottom leg back, that's another option, but you want to make sure both sitting bones are on the ground. So if you feel your hip lifted up, just leave that leg straight out. It's going to give you the same stretch. So the right leg is up, left arm crosses, right hand's near the spine, tall body. So think of those ribs lifting up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale and twist, feel that twist in the lower part of your abdomen. So the taller the spine, the more you'll feel it wringing out the organs and the intestines. Come back and align your spine. And if you had your leg folded back, extend that bottom leg again and take the top leg, that's your right leg. You had it crossed over. We're just going to slide the heel back toward your hip and stack the knees. So one knee is as close as you can get it. Don't worry if it's not exact. Fingertips are behind you. So again, lift up. Keep the ribs away from the hips. A little tuck in with your abdomen like you're putting on a pair of pants that used to fit. Look out towards your toes. So your chin's going to stay lifted so the abdomen comes down first. And then the chest. And as you gaze out at your pedicure and come out as far as you can, close your eyes. Start softening your body. So when you're at your 70%, let the shoulders roll forward. Eyes are closed. Breath is long, even, and soft. Concentrate on sending any tension down the leg and out the heel. Now let your body go limp. The more you let go, the more the body opens up. When we're holding on, that's when dis-ease is in the body. Imagine your breath carrying those thoughts out of your body, away from your brain. Now keep your eyes closed. Draw in your abdomen. Tuck your tailbone under. Keep the shoulders rolled forward as you push your spine back and slowly roll up through each vertebrae. Keep your eyes closed as your head comes over your shoulder. Now we're going to go to the other side. So extending the right leg, left leg comes across. Again, bottom leg is straight or folded back. Bring your right arm across the left leg. Left arm's behind you. Ribs are away from the hips. Take a breath in, twist, looking over your left shoulder. Coming back, align your spine. And now take your ankle of your left leg, slide it back. So the bottom leg is going to straighten out again. Top leg, heel comes back toward the right hip. Fingertips lengthen the spine. Engage the abdomen just a little bit. Look out at your pedicure. Think of feeling your abdomen move out toward your thigh first. Feel your body letting go every time the breath leaves your body. So if you close your eyes, think of your leg as a hollow tube. Just imagine that tension flowing out of your body with your breath. Find where your 70% is on this side. Remember, we're just assessing. We are not judging where we are in the pose. We're accepting and with curiosity, finding how much we can let go of today. Engage the abdomen, tuck the tailbone under, press the spine back, roll up through your body. We're going to continue working in the hips. So when you unwind your legs, bend your knees. My knees are going to be wider than my hips, and my hands are behind me again. Again, you can stay on your fingertips if you like. The key to this for your alignment, when you lower the knees to one side, you want the curve of your knee, back on so you can see the contrasting color. Curve of the knee is in line with the curve of the foot. And there's about 4 fingers distance between the foot and the knee. So that's where your feet stay. And you lift the feet up, and the knees will go to one side or the other. Okay, so we're going to start by lowering your knees to your left. Roll the hip over. Come back to center. See if it works for your wrist. Lift the hips up. Take a breath in. Lift your heart to the sky. Lower with your exhale. Empty both knees in the other direction. Curl the hip over to the right. Feel which side is more tight. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. We're just going to repeat this movement. So as you come to center, inhale, lift up. Squeeze in the shoulder blades. Lower the hips. Lower the knees. Twist with your exhale. So the hip is going to roll over. Both hands stay on the ground. Come back. Inhale, lift up. Smile. Lower on the exhale, empty the knees in the other direction, curl the hip over. Try to keep whatever shoulder is connected to the hip that's in the sky, curl that shoulder back and you'll feel a deeper twist. Come back, breathe in, big smile, lower the hip, empty the breath, twist with your exhale. And breathe in, lower, exhale, curl over. One more to each side. Inhale, lift up. Lower on the exhale, empty the knees as you twist. Fully empty the breath. Inhale, lift up. Lower, exhale. Now come back to center. We're going to fold one foot in and extend the other leg. Move my props a little bit here. So you want to have some space because we're going to be bringing your leg behind you. You're going to slide all the way over onto the side of your thigh. So Whatever knee you have in front, the same hand is going to be out to the side. We're going to shift the weight, and as I do that, you see this hip lifts up. There's a space underneath my glute. So there's a space under here. Hand is going to rest on the knee. I'm going to keep all my weight on the thigh so I can lift my leg. And remember, it doesn't matter how high you lift it. Maybe it doesn't want to lift at all today. That's okay. Bring your leg behind you as your chest comes over the thigh. Point through the toe. Look back at the toe if you're able. Inhale, follow the toe to the sky. Exhale, extend the leg back, chest over the thigh. Look back at your toe. Connect the breath with the movement. So as I breathe in, I'm lifting up. As I exhale, leg comes back, body forward. Let's do 2 more if you can. If you can't, just rest. Breathe in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more bonus one if you want. Exhale. And return. So the point of this is to lubricate the hips. Remember, they're the strongest muscle in your body. They're the hardest to open up. So if this was difficult, that's kind of normal when you start out. Your body will open the more you do it though. So we're switching sides. Remember, you're going to shift the weight onto the thigh. There's a space under your glute, so your leg is more available for movement. Fingertips or wrist, light touch of the hand on the knee. Lift the leg. Again, see how this side works. Exhale, slide the leg back, chest over the thigh. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try 2 more. Last one. Remember, it's always optional how much you participate. Back up and down. So we'll give the lower part of the body a rest a bit. Just sit any way that's comfortable for you. We're going to do eagle arms for the back of the heart. So sit to the side, eagle arms, one arm crosses over the other. If you have a large chest, you can bring your arms up. You'll experiment. If your bottom arm doesn't bend, you're going to do just what you can do. Don't worry about it. Wrap your arms around each other to the best of your ability. And then lift your elbows up. You're going to point your elbows out like you're trying to push your elbows into something across the room. Keep them in line with your shoulders. Push your spine back. As you push your spine back, if you engage your abdomen just a little bit, it helps to keep the spine tall. Now we're going to lift the hands up. So they're pointing out, the spine is pushing back, the hands are lifting up. Let your head hang down. Keep actively pressing back, pushing forward and lifting up. The energy is always moving in different directions. Gravity is always pressing us down, so we want to actively keep reaching out or up. Gently lower your arms, unwinding. Take a breath. Do the other side. If you don't remember which side you did, pretend you do. Lift your elbows. So you're going to point the elbows out, press the spine back, lift your hands up. Start to pull the abdomen in. So as you push your spine back, you'll feel it deeper in the lower back. Elbows out, hands up, chin falls in toward the chest. Make sure you're breathing. Unwind your arms. Now we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So as I mentioned at the beginning of class, if you need to get a blanket or if you have a mat and you want to double it under your knees, then that's an option as well. So on your hands and knees, remember your hands don't have to be flat. Use your wrist or use your knuckles so that you're not putting all the weight on your wrist. And when you are on your hands and knees, be sure there's a space between your knees and make sure that you're not sinking down between the shoulders. So this is sinking down. I want to think of your heart lifting up toward the sky. So if you were to imagine that you were like a gorilla on its hands and knees, that would be the kind of feeling you want to have because you want your heart lifting up. Again, tuck in your abdomen just a little bit and lift your left leg straight behind you. Point through your toes. Lower your left hip a little bit. Good. Softly engage your abdomen. Try lifting your right arm and stretch out. So again, you're reaching out like someone's pulling you like a piece of taffy. Reach out. If you're wobbling, try engaging the abdomen. Keep the heart lifting up, the hands reaching out, the toes pulled back. Gaze down toward the end of your mat. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale, slowly lower down. Take a breath. We're going to switch sides, so we'll start by extending the right leg. And if you feel your hip up, we're going to roll that hip down so the hips are level. Stretch out through your toe. Remember, someone's pulling your leg behind you. Try lifting the left arm. Reach out, making your body long like taffy. Abdomen's engaged, the gaze is downward. One more exhale, and then slowly lower down. Take a breath. Before we repeat with a little variation, we're going to do the dragon's twist. So it's the same position, hands and knees stay where they're at. Again, you could change from knuckles to wrist alternatively to give them a break. We're going to sink your lower back down and look up with your inhale. As you exhale, you're going to level your spine, tabletop. So again, we're going to engage the abdomen to protect the space in the lower vertebrae. So there's an engagement. Now look gently over your right shoulder and your hips will move softly to the left. So as I look behind me, I'm going to look as if I'm looking at my heel. Come back to center, relax the back, look up, breathe in. Level the spine, draw the abdomen in. Look over your left shoulder, let your hips move gently to the right. Coming back again, look up, breathe in. Level the spine, engage the abdomen, look over the right shoulder, hips move to the left. So you get a subtle opening in the lower back. Relax the back. Again, inhale, look up, level the spine, draw the abdomen in, look over the left shoulder, hips move gently to the right. And return. Take a breath. So let's sit back for a minute and wiggle your wrist, give them a little break. Just shake your hands. Remember, this is good to get circulation in the fingertips. It's also good for the joints. Bring the hands up and shake. So this is also like a little variation of shaking the tree. It's good if you struggle with anxiety, to shake it out. We're oiling the joints. And you can stay here, but if you are able and you want to come back to the hands and knees, again, I encourage you to use your fists so you're saving your wrist. They've got to last us a while. This is our variation this time. So we're going to go back to alternative arm and leg. Remember, if you're feeling really wobbly, just try one or the other. You don't have to lift both if that's not comfortable or you don't feel like you're confident. Stretch out. Pull out in both directions. Concentrate on your exhale. Try closing your eyes. See if you can keep your body still. Feel the energy pulling out. Continue holding the pose or open your eyes. Bring your arm behind you. Reach for the foot. Push the foot in the hand and lift the leg toward the sky. Great. Excellent. Just a balance pose. That's why it's optional. Bring your arm and leg back and return. Take a breath. Let's go to the other side. So you mentally put the weight in your right hand and left leg. Extend the right leg back, left arm out. Reach out. Feel the stretch coming from the middle of your body out in both directions. Close the eyes. Keep the body still like a mountain. Continue with your eyes closed or opening the eyes. Slide the arm back. Reach for the foot. Push the foot into the hands. The energy is moving back and lifting up toward the sky. It's always one side that's easier than the other. It's normal. Gently release and return. Let's come off the wrist, so sit back. And we'll give our wrist a little bit more of an opening, a little deeper, sustaining posture. Hands are going to be on your legs. We're going to slide the fingers. The longest finger is going to touch the ground, so you're cupping your knees. Keep the fingertip touching the ground. Lift up so the top of your hand is on the floor and your palms are facing your chest. Keep the wrist on the ground. Sit back. Just do what you can to try to keep the top of the wrist on the floor. One side will probably hurt more than the other. That means you're normal. Let your head sink down. Be aware of the warmth in your palm. Again, letting your breath do the work. As you exhale, send any tension through the palm and out through the end of the fingertips. These are important stretches because we're on a computer so much. The center of the palm connects to the heart meridian, so this helps to bring that circulation from the heart down through the fingertips. Bringing that love down to the palm. Draw in the abdomen, push the spine back, roll up out of the pose. Again, roll the wrist. Now let's extend your legs. So as you bring your legs forward, again, if you have a weak lower back, you can always prop up with your cushion. You can also use an extra rolled yoga mat if you don't have a block. That works just as well. Face the fingers, lift up, press into the sky. Feel the whole body nice and tall. Keep the length in your spine and just let your hands float behind your head. Draw the elbows back, opening up your heart. Look to the sky. Big breath in. Point your chin down towards your toes. Release your hands towards your feet. And as you exhale, let your body sink forward. You're going to feel this in your lower back. This is also opening the kidneys and the spine. First, just let your arms and upper body go limp. Send any tension through the base of the hips or out through the end of the heels. With every exhale, let your body drift a little closer to the earth. Just like a river flowing into the ocean, concentrate on breathing out as the body empties deeper into the earth. Draw in the abdomen, press the spine back, and roll up through your body, one vertebrae at a time. Take a breath. And now let's bring your arms out, bend your knees, and try bringing your hands below your knees on your shins. We're going to curl back. And with every exhale, see if you can guide your spine back, keeping the feet on the floor. So the heels are going to slide up toward the hips as you lean back further, coming all the way down to the floor, releasing your arms, leaving your knees in the sky. Open your arms wide. Take a couple of breaths. Recognize the work you've already done. Now bring your right heel over top of your left knee. On your next breath, lift your left knee. Wrap your arms above the shin or under the thigh, whatever is available. And as you exhale, you're going to draw the toe toward your shoulder. So the whole foot's going to come toward your left shoulder. Eyes are closed, so the breath is in charge and not your brain. Imagine any tension draining through your right hip. Feel your spine sinking into the floor. Easing off, plant your left foot back to the floor. Keep your right knee where it is. Take your right hand and push the knee back. If it feels very easy to do it at an upper level, bring your hand down closer to your hip and push out. This gives you a little different kind of hip opener. So I have my hand on my left hip, and that's just there to stabilize it, to remind myself not to lift it up and let it roll over Now, bring the arms back to the side and lower both knees over to the right as you look over your left shoulder. Long, slow, soft exhale. Feel the body draining. Again, soft engagement to the abdomen. Gently bring your legs back to center. Unwind the knees. Bring the left ankle over top of the right knee. Lift both knees. So the right foot's going to come up. The arms are going to wrap around the shin or the thigh. Again, whatever is more available for you. We're concentrating on what you're able to do. We're inviting that tension to empty. So the exhale is like a running faucet of water. Good. Now gently plant your foot back on the floor. Leave the leg right where it is. Just try on this side. So my right hand's going to be on my right hip bone to make sure it doesn't lift up. Left hand's going to press the knee out. Again, if it's easy on the upper part, move it down and see if you can feel the openness in the hip area. Easing off, both arms come back to the side again. And as you exhale, lean both knees to the left. Again, you're assessing, you're not judging. How does this side feel different? If it's tighter, put your breath in charge. And then lift your head chin and look over your right shoulder. Only if you don't have neck issues. Soften both arms. Engage the abdomen, bring the legs back to center. Unwind your legs. Bring the inside of your feet to kiss each other. Open your knees to the side, your butterfly stretch. Your arms can stay to the side. Sometimes it's helpful if you have really tight inner thighs to just bring the hands from your groin and brush them out toward your knee a few times, like you're petting a little kitten. Very light, soft, gentle sweeping of the arms will help encourage those muscles to release. And this helps to open up the liver gallbladder channel. So close your eyes, or just let your hands rest on the thighs. Whatever still feels right for your body. Notice the rise and fall of your abdomen. And if you'd like to shift one hand to your abdomen and one to the chest, that will bring the awareness to what is moving. Imagine you're sipping your breath down below your belly button. So feel the rise of the abdomen on your inhale. And feel the belly button flowing in toward the spine with the exhale. Turning your head to the right, lift your right knee and stack it over. Lift your left knee, stack it over the right, roll over onto your right side. Then plant your hand near your heart. Try to keep your eyes closed as you bring yourself back up to a seated position. Let your hands find one another in front of your heart with your palms touching. Lengthen the spine. Move the chin in toward the chest as if you were gazing down in between your palms. You can even open the middle three fingers, creating our lotus flower. Bring a smile to your face. Feel that breath flowing in and out of your body. And with this next breath, imagine the journey that your breath is taking as it flows through every organ and bone and tissue. So invite the body to swell full with that breath. Feel the length of your exhale expanding as you give back to the world more than you've taken in. Gently touching your fingers all together if they were open. As you allow that breath to fill and fully engage each cell and tissue and organ, take this moment to honor that perfect body you've been given. Knowing that each finger is allowing you to touch all the beauty in this world, as well as having the gift of your sight to see, the ability to hear, taste, smell, to walk on this earth and to make our own choices. Remember, each time you return to your practice, you're honoring that beautiful vessel that you've been given to live in. As you honor that beauty within, it brightens that light that's there to guide you forward on your path. Until our paths cross again, it was my honor to be here with you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day and hope to see you next week.